thought you knew type. I just treat dog, I don't just usually dudes type. Pockets wrapped up, all blue type. Bunch of rich, get confused type. Atlanta, live like Ted Turner type. I'm coming, bruh, jaws loose type. I cancel her, kicked her out of school type. A silent hitter, I just keep cool with you. A solid count dog food type. Moving through the city with your boo type. She ready like soup type. You going against the guys and you gon' lose type. Pray to God that got oh.
Alongside Greg. Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. And for the Detroit Pistons, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Nets in Brooklyn. Now, here's Cunningham. Kicks it out to Allen. Pass to Thompson. A basket good off the assist from Allen. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this break, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And this is Allen's game. One of the quickest releases we've ever seen. Amazing shooting off that pass.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. That three off the mark. Cunningham with it. George picks him up. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything. This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Now here's Thompson. Here's Cunningham. Pass to Duran. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Well, Duran is a strong big man, and you see that muscle on display with finishes like these.
And Stan, when you think of the most athletic teams in the NBA, the Pistons have to be right up there.
Yeah, a handful of surprise.
Oh, my goodness.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
The open shot, Maxey. Again, Philadelphia.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Back to Allen. On the wing, Harris. Great D that time from Oubre.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Tries it from the top of the key. Cunningham's shot is off.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Now here's Cousins. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pistons?
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Cunningham showing his game extends above the rest.
Maxey, no good. Pistons leading by 5. And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Pass to Cousins. Back to Maxey. To the inside. And then Cousins with the dunk.
You gotta love the intensity. Cousins going right for the throat and just jamming that one home.
To the paint. Here's Duran. And Duran slams it in.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
A solid facilitator. I like whenever Maxey looks to get his guys involved.
It's Allen on the wing. Over Maxey. Ball stolen. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. A nice shot by George. George has got his second basket of the night.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Pass to Jenkins. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And Duran slams it in.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
The Pistons, 20.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
All right, and now you want to see them sustain this relentlessness for the entire game because it's clearly paying off.
The Pistons trailing. Here's Jenkins. Inside, Reed. And the dunk by Reed.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Outside, Edwards. Pass to Drummond. Here's Lowry. 5 on the clock. Left side, Edwards. The 76ers need to get off the shot. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And here are the Pistons now. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And there was some power behind that slam by Edgecombe.
Allen inside. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Pass to Watford. Now Edgecombe. And here is Drummond. Here's Watford. Hands it from downtown. Watford's got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's ready to talk things through with them. Here are the Pistons with the ball. Pass to Reed. And here's Harris from the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Harris has got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, Harris blossomed into a stretch big, putting tons of work into his three-point stroke.
Here's Edgecombe. Yep, that one goes. And the 76ers lead by 1. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved. We're not finished yet. Kevin?
On the rise. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Harris draws the double. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Cunningham inside. That's tipped. The floater. The putback. Here's Bona. George with no one around. Hits the three-point bomb. George has got 12.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got it all tied up now for the Pistons.
Nice job getting inside and executing. I like seeing Cunningham be aggressive around the basket.
George looking over the floor. And that one is hammered home.
Talk about timing. That lead pass was right on cue.
Now the Pistons with it. Here's Cunningham. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8. Shooting 50% so far.
Well, nice turnaround for him here in the second quarter. Had a cold start, but never lost his confidence.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Now Edgecombe. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Screen by Cousins. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Again, the Pistons score.
And the floor spacing that Harris provides is a key part of his game.
Back to Maxey. Down low. Here's Cousins. Rebound by the Pistons. Cunningham with it. He's picked up by Cousins. Allen for 3. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. And so Cousins will bring it up for the 76ers. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. And Ray Allen gets the whistle that time.
Timeout.
That's foul number 2 for him. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Put your hands together for your Philadelphia 76ers
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Another miss by Philadelphia. Detroit with the ball. You look at the Pistons stand, statistically pretty solid across the board.
Yeah, they're well balanced. They have guys with size, athleticism, skill. You got to give a lot of credit to the front office and these players for their hard work.
Harris looking it over. Here's Cunningham. Nice D from Cousins.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
It's Cunningham with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Cunningham with the slam.
Big night for Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade can take over a game.
To the middle. Here's Cousins.
Nice pass inside. Making things easy for him.
Inside. Here's Duran. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
This goes to
And that's now 9 points here for Jalen Duran. Pass to Oubre. At the top of the key, Maxey. 6 to shoot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Here's Jenkins. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Allen for the 3. And again, it's the Pistons missing. And George, there we go. Off with the layup. Pistons leading by 4. And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same. But can he hold off Father Time?
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
To the inside. And stolen by Cousins. For the tie. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, for his position, DeMarcus Cousins has a great build, capable of being a physical big man, but also pretty agile for his size and able to adapt to his opponent.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the strike. It's stolen by Lowry. To the paint. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Oh yeah, I remember you. Always doubted on the kid. What they tend to do. It turns on motivation. What they send to you. Hate mail all day. It's the price that you pay. In all the fame.
Once again, let's hear it for your dancing mascot, Franklin the Dog.
We've got 1:08 left here in the third quarter. For the lead, and it's right in by Edgecombe. Edgecombe's got 6.
And Edgecombe likes being involved in the pick and roll, but sometimes it's pick your poison for the D, trying to guard it.
Here's Holland. From down in the low post, it goes. Holland got his first points in this one. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Drummond the screen. Off target from three-point range. The Pistons leading. Here's Jenkins. Count it. Good. Jenkins got his 3rd bucket of the night. 26 seconds left to play in the third. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
The Pistons making a change here. 24 seconds left for the third. Jenkins with it. He has 6. Down low. Here's Holland. Pass to Reed. Now here's Jenkins. 5 to shoot. Can't hit from the elbow.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense on it.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Substitution on the court.
Maxey deciding where to go with it. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Pistons.
The Pistons, 47.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Pistons leading by 3. It's Allen on the wing. Here's Duran. And Duran slams it in.
How much power from Jalen Duran. Goodness.
Screen by Cousins. That's it, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Shots good by Duran.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. Leading by 5. Thompson, second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
Well, hauling in that board. Thompson giving his guys second chance opportunity.
Outside for George. There's the killer two-handed slam.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
Harris a screen. Thompson right side. It's good.
And he continues to shoot a perfect percentage. Clearly a big reason why they're up right now.
Pass to Cousins. Oubre on the wing. Offline with his 3.
Excellent work defensively. That's how you guard a three-point shooter of his caliber.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
And this is George at his best, taking it at the defense, playing downhill.
Allen. The long shot, no good.
And look, he's had an off night, but it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead.
Maxey buries the deep ball.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. A 2-point game. George with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. It's blocked.
Well, Stewart understands his role is to protect the rim, and he does a great job of it.
Monster points from Thompson. No fear in the big moment.
George. Whoa! Man!
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just getting the ball and let him do his thing.
And that is an important shot. Cunningham understands how to come up big for his team.
The call will be against P.J. Edgecombe. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And there's a minute 45 left to play in the final quarter. Duran. It's Allen. Now Duran. That one is off. And here is Cousins. Maxey. Rebounded by Thompson. Now Duran. Here's Stewart. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Showing just how powerful he can be. Stewart loves rising up and dropping the hammer.
The 76ers trailed by 7. Duran pulls it down. And it's Detroit's ball. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
At the line for the Pistons.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game. High post Cousins. Off the glass.
Oh, clever pass there from Maxey. So good at finding his teammate.
Stolen by George. Rebounded by Allen inside. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Up again. Hustles for the rebound and guides it back in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
7-second difference, shot in the game clock.
An effective stopper at the rim. Duran sure knows how to use those long arms.
Personal foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up missing both free throws. Not sure the miracle, Craig, is on hand here tonight for them.
Well, they need one, but gonna play it until the final whistle.
Team foul. Piston substitution. Number 5. Ron Holland.
Stewart with the steal. And so the Pistons take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
The New York Times side, staying alive was no job. Had second hands, moms bounced on old men. So then we moved to Shaolin Land, a young youth. You're rocking the go-to, low goose. Only way I begin to G-York was blue. And let's start it like this, son. Rolling with this one and that one, pulling out for fun. But it was just a dream for the team who was a fiend. Started at 16 and running up in gates and doing by high stakes, making my way off 5 skates. No question I was speed. The combination made my eyes. No question, I would flow off and try to get the dough off. My life got no better. Same low sweater. Times is rough and tough like leather. Figured out I went the wrong route. So I got with a sick tight click and went all out. Catching across seas, rolling in MPVs. Every week we made 40 G. Yo, brothers, respect mine. I ain't gonna move from the gate now.
Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar, dollar bill, yo. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar, dollar bill, yo.
It's been 22 long, hard years. I'm still struggling. Survival got me bugging, but I'm alive on arrival. I beat back the shape of the streets to stay awake to the ways of the world. Deep. A man with a dream, with plans to make cream was fail. I went to at the age of 15, a young buck who never had much, trying to get a clutch on what I could not touch. The court played me short and I face pacing. No one upstates my destination. In back of a bus, 40 of us. Life as a shorty shouldn't be so rough. But as the world turned, I learned life was living in the world no different from a cell. Every day I escape from giving chase. Then the staircase, though I don't know why I chose. I guess that's the time when I'm not depressed, but I'm still depressed. And I ask, what's your work? Ready to give up, so I seek the old earth, who explain working hard may help you maintain, to learn to overcome the heartaches and pain. You got all in the block that stays hot. Leave it up to me while I be living proof to kick the truth to the young black youth. When shorties running wild and ain't trying to hear what I'm kicking in his ear. Neglected for now, but yo, it got to be accepted. That what? The life is hectic.
Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar, dollar bill, yo. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar, dollar bill, yo. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar, dollar bill, yo. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar, dollar bill, yo. Dollar bill, yo. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar, dollar bill, yo.
I lied to you way before I had you right in some mood. Then again, I can be. Baby, I don't wanna sound righteous. I got 20 like Bisons. I just any money I pick. She ain't even really my type. She been losing herself to the night shift. She been losing herself, and I guess. Oh girl, yeah, I get it. Yeah, and you've been fighting for your shot, and you've been searching for your spot. Girl, I fit it. Yeah, girl, I fit it. Yeah. Oh, you think you got your groove? Or you want someone like you? Tell me, is you still love? It's 5 a.m. and I'm right now. Tell me, can we still? One-on-one, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me, am I still? Telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just a. I know. I lied to you way before. Before I had you right in some room.
Welcome to 2K Sports. For another edition of NBA basketball. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. The Spurs happy to be returning to San Antonio after the road trip. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team. Home court advantage played a part in last year's season series. Each team took their home game in a 1-1 split. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Castle with it. Just 4 to shoot. Over Maxey. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this break, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. 2 of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
And Fox gets it to go.
Well, we know Fox loves to take it to the rack, but he also has a nice floater game.
Pass to Cousins. Outside, George. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
A powerful finisher, Oubre Jr. You deserve to get dunked on when you let him get inside.
The wide open look here for Fox. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Here's Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
You got to love the intensity. Cousins going right for the throat and just jamming that one home.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And sends Victor Wembanyama to the free throw line. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Marquis. And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Barnes can't get it to go. Pass to Cousins. Now Maxey. And he drives in. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
Nice read by Maxey. Sees it, hits it, done.
And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. We talked about Joel Embiid specifically and what he wants his team to do against him, and coach said, I want us to make life difficult for him. Every time he catches it in the post, I want us to push back and be physical with him. If he's out on the perimeter, I want to put a hand up on every single shot. Let's see if coach's message resonates. Back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Here's Fox. Following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. And Wembanyama up top. Good on the jump shot. And it's 7 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
It's picked off. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that on the inbounds play, exactly the way they drew it up.
Here's Fox. The rebound by Paul George.
Well, for him, this has been a quarter to forget. He is not helping them close the gap.
Here's Cousins, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
And Fox gets it to go.
Well, that's good offense. Fox converts the high percentage look.
Outside, George. Poked loose. And stolen by Castle. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Back to Maxey. It's stolen by Green. And it's Barnes sliding it down.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
It's his first trip to the line.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
So he gets them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
And here is Fox. And stolen by Drummond. DeMarcus Cousins, he's been the guy making things happen for Philadelphia. He got into double digits.
76ers, 16.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside. Then you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Yeah, I love the aggressiveness from Drummond. Fighting for his shot while taking the foul.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And that one misses. And Mitch Johnson's now taking over full-time as head coach of the Spurs.
Well, look, Mitch Johnson's the son of an NBA player and a high-level point guard in college. He knows how to run a team and favors that pacing space style.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Pass to Drummond. Back to Maxey. And here is Drummond. Good defense by Wembanyama.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you. Well, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it. And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, he's taken over. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. So it's San Antonio now, trailing by 2. Pass to Cornette. Vassell, wide open. It's good from long range.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Puts the move on. Edgecombe, no good. Outside Harper. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. And here we go. Got a hand on it.
Hard to get over that near 7-foot frame of Olenek.
And there's the foul. It's on Justin Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
They set the pick. Clock at 6. To the middle. And stolen by Drummond. Every coach has their own philosophy, but Stan, you were telling me that it might not always align with their team style of play.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think there's a difference between philosophy and style of play. And I think what you have to understand, philosophy are those immutable things that you think will win games regardless of the style. So that'll never change, but your style has to be fitted to your personnel.
And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul.
14 foul.
Here's Fox.
Substitution on the court.
The three ball. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnover.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Outside for Wembanyama. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
52 seconds left from the first half of basketball.
Well, he's going to have to watch himself now. It's a little early for that second foul.
And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same, but can he hold off Father Time?
You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC, another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set.
Pass to Lowry. And George now top of the key. Here's Bona. Outside Lowry. 5 on the clock. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, good execution there. Lowry with a pinpoint pass.
To the inside. Here's Vassell. And yes, it's good. Vassell's got the lead up to 11 now for San Antonio.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
28.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. The 76ers trailed by 9. Left side, Maxey. No one near edge come as he lets it fly. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's Cousins with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Spurs leading by 9. Outside, Green. Inside, Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Back to Cousins. And stolen by Barnes. Here's Fox. And the shot goes down. 9 points for De'Aaron Fox.
those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And the Spurs lead by 15.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Wembanyama with it. George picks him up. In the corner, Castle with it. On the wing, Fox. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Back to Maxey. Screen by Cousins. The 3. Maxey, no good. Spurs leading by 15. And Fox has it in the corner. They get it back. No good on the shot. And it's Maxey with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Here's Cousins.
Now, this is what every opponent dreads when they're facing Cousins. A game where he is playing with full emotion.
Outside, Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Poked away. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
And Cousins throws it down.
This is a vintage performance from Boogie. The big fella putting pressure on him every single trip down the floor.
Pass to Castle. Back to Fox. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Cousins pulls it in. The 76ers trailed by 11. It's stolen by Green. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Champagny. He lobs it up. And stolen by Maxey. Outside, George. And stolen by Vassell. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, guys. The Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Back to you, Kevin.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. 54 seconds left to play in the third. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
The 76ers trailed by 13. The drive by Lowry. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And you're not going to find a much more determined scorer than Lowry.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
Outside, Fox. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Edgecombe with it, and it's Vassell picking him up. Pass to Edgecombe. Drummond the screen. Into the lane. Edgecombe, no good. Spurs leading by 10. Vassell inside the line.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Pass to Cousins. Just 3 on the clock. And that one comes up a bit short. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Spurs lead.
The 76ers, 35.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. And the Spurs with possession. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Outside, Fox. Yep, that one goes in there. 13 points for De'Aaron Fox.
And that's where De'Aaron Fox thrives. He wants to get inside and finish at the rim.
Cousins pulls it in. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 14-point game. Oh, but he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
As fearless and physical as he is, Boogie gets to the line more than just about anyone.
Down low, Edgecombe with the steal, and we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Pass to Castle. Edgecombe with the steal. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And Cousins gets it to go.
Only one thing on his mind when Cousins has the ball. In that position, he's going to finish.
Here's Vassell. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Right side, Maxey. And Wembanyama with it. Guarded now by DeMarcus Cousins. Outside, Green. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Spurs making a switch here. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you for that. And does not get the jam. Wow. Here's George. Takes the three. Knocks down the three.
That's what they really want to get from Edgecombe, a consistent stroke from the perimeter.
Wembanyama, a screen. And stolen by Cousins. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here, and we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Maxey, three, good.
So poised in these situations. Love seeing Maxey rise to the occasion and knock that one down.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Fox. Oh, the fierce finish with the double clutch.
And Fox is a gamer. Someone that wants to step up and deliver in important moments.
Maxey with it. Out guarded by Wembanyama. Now Maxey. 4 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Buries the deep ball.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
And just maybe the quickest player in the league, Fox can get to the bucket at will. Better bring some help when he's driving.
.115 left here in the fourth quarter. Now Maxey. 14 feet away. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Now Castle. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Wembanyama reels it in. Now Fox. Oh, what a play inside.
Showing that clutch gene. Fox just put his head down and got his team what they needed.
And there was a time when folks said George wasn't a clutch shooter. Remember? Not anymore, people.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts right now.
Maxey with it. Out guarded by Wembanyama. Shot from 16. Not that time. It won't go. A steal. Maxey knocks down the 3.
Not one to turn down a challenge. Maxey, wow.
A huge two-handed slam.
We're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Outside George. From deep. No good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And so it's the Spurs with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Long time, me deal with this thing, no something like crime. I make you sing this song. Good timers.
Live, the home of the Rockets in wonderful Houston, Texas. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. Taking a look at Philadelphia.
And it's the last time they'll see these guys. A 2-game season series, and after losing that first one, I'd expect... them to play with a little extra added motivation.
Going winless against any team is not your desire. I mean, no matter how many or how few times you face them, that's not something you want on your ledger. That'll be motivation enough for them today, all by itself.
And before last season, Ime Udoka turned heads when he said the Rockets, Clark, had playoff aspirations.
Well, kudos to Ime Udoka. I mean, very few people believe they would make the playoffs in the stacked Western Conference, and no one saw them finishing as a 2 seed. They didn't meet expectations. They exceeded them. Arenas with that shoot-first mentality makes them dangerous from these spots.
Here's Cousins, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And here's KD for 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
Boy, he gets a head of steam like that. He is a terror to behold. Cousins getting it done.
Pass to Arenas. Arenas has doubled. And here's Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. That one's in, his first shot this game.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Cousins. Good D by Thompson.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D is just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. When coaches talk about starting fast, this is what they mean.
Maxey deciding where to go with it. And the layup's good off the glass.
You know, Maxey finds all kinds of ways to score, and he knows only one speed. Flat out, all out.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. I asked, what do you do about Tyrese Maxey, a guy who can spark plays out of thin air? Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, I'm trying to keep someone in front of him all night. I don't want Maxey seeing the shots he wants or the passing lanes he's looking for. It's a tough assignment, but Coach says he's got the right guys for the job. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Now, here's Thompson. Outside, KD. Over George. KD's shot is off.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Pass to George. And they double up Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Cousins imposing his will that time against pretty good defense.
Outside, KD. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. KD's got 6 points.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And George gets it to go.
That last three must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Now here's Arenas. Durant in the corner. Lots of room. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
A reliable option he's been tonight. He's their safety valve for sure.
Now here's Durant. He's got 6. That doesn't go either for KD.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Shot by Grimes. Oh, good. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's been the guy making things happen.
18.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
In addition to that, how about the mid-range action we've seen from this group? Utilizing the jump shot to get them started in the right manner in this one. What he lacks in height, he certainly makes up for with his balance.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
Number 12.
Young taking his time here. Hands it from downtown. Young's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all we can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
That shot off the mark. And there's the drive. Pass to Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
Oubre so quick off the floor.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Houston. Trailing by 2. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Young is doubled. Houston moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Trae Young is getting recognition for his playmaking. He said, I've been top 5 in assists since I've been in this league, but I've been able to score so easily. People consider that selfish at times. I'm not even worrying about what people got to say. I know what I do. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, tuning out the noise. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And Vliet deciding where to go with it. Back to Tate. Pass to Capella. Houston needs to get a shot off. Launches from deep. The rebound by Watford. Philadelphia leading by 4. Here's Edgecombe. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
so fast and powerful. Edgecombe's drive, so explosive.
Young is double. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Young is double. And stolen by Drummond. Here's Edgecombe. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
Well, this is Drummond's defensive mindset paying off here. Sees a chance to make the steal and capitalize.
Edgecombe with the steal. Here's Edwards. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Van Vliet picks one up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoop. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Second chance shot. Here's Drummond. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Timeout. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Thompson looking for an opening. Pass to Eason. Outside Durant. 5 to shoot. Now Arenas from outside the arc. Connects from three-point range. Arenas has got 5.
And you have to honor the three-point shooting of Arenas. A big-time scorer who's shown the consistency from beyond.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. And another 3 for Houston.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Right side George. Outside Maxey. And that one released in time, but no good. And that's it for the first half of action of what's been a very close game here. Philadelphia ahead, leading by just 1. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. On the wing, Arenas. And no good, had a chance to take the lead there. Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. 6 to shoot. Outside for Arenas. Over Grimes.
Ice cold coming out of the half. That's 0 for 3.
And the wing jumper offline. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Very capable in catch and shoot situations. Kelly Oubre Jr. is somebody you want to set up.
Outside for KD. Some nice passing there by Houston. Run outside. The three. Another shot. Out to KD. Paul George with the steal. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. The 76ers, another three.
Nice little bounce in there, Steph, just to break 3 for 4 to start the half.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Rockets trailed by 10. Pass to Okogie. Outside, KD. And stolen by Maxey. And George now top of the key. Here's Cousins. It's rebounded by Durant.
Operating from mid-range, that's a shot he likes. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
The kick out to Young. No good again that time.
It was an ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. The Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Back to you guys.
They've clearly bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
And Clark, I've got to say, you might have been one of the first true combo forwards. And that's not a rarity anymore.
No, it's common. It's actually 13 to a dozen now when you talk about the versatility of forwards in this league. And sizes going north of 6'8", ability to make threes and go rack to rack. You're not boxed into any one position nowadays. It's all about being a skilled, versatile basketball player regardless of your size. And I love it for the game and for the spectators.
The Rockets with another miss.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Rockets with the rebound. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here is Durant. He has 6. To stop the Trout. And KD throws it down.
Not many bigs can slow down KD once he gets around the rim.
He gets it in there.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
High post, KD. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the third. A shot by Tate with no one around. Hits it from three-point range.
He was free to fire at his leisure there. Not much resistance.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
When Cousins plays with that kind of force, it really puts the defense in a pickle and typically leads to him being fouled.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half. And that's taking care of business, fellas.
High post, KD. He's got 8. A 3. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Tate. That 3 off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Here's Edgecombe. He has 6. Drummond the screen. Off on the layup. And so it's Philadelphia riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the
51.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The 76ers leading by 15. Now Edgecombe. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
Unlike most young guards, Edgecombe would rather have it around the rim. Doesn't want to just chuck up Jays.
Here's Arenas, and it's Arenas with the jam.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
He takes it in. Pass to Tate. And here's Arenas. Clock at 6. Here's Adams. Outside for Arenas. Shoots over Edgecombe. No good from Arenas. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Out to the wing. Edgecombe with it. The rebound by Steven Adams.
Poor defense for sure, but the offense was worse.
The kick out to Young. To the inside. Adams. And Adams with the slam.
He threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Jumps up, and he jams it in.
Hey, you're looking for a strong finish? Then Cousins is your man. Nicely done, positioning himself on that break.
Now Durant. Now Young. Down he goes for 3.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Outside, Maxey. The drive by Cousins. Rebounded by Thompson. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Down by 12. That one is off. And that one falls.
Yeah, Cousins doing what we've become familiar with and accustomed to with him. When he gets rolling and hot, really hard to cool him down.
Outside, Durant. Here's Young. Missed on the 3.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Cousins inside. That's off. Rockets trailed by 14. Now here's Arenas. Here's Tate. The screen from Thompson. And stolen by Cousins.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the 76ers.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
Absolutely. I mean, they had this date circled on the calendar for redemption. I mean, you never want to lose 2 games and be swept. It can be harder in an East-West game than playing against teams in your own conference. So this is a big win for them.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Cousins.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Deflects the pass. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.